Thank you again to our witnesses and your families for being here with us today and for your willingness and your family's willingness to help you serve this country at such a pivotal time. Mr. Waltz, you come to us with a breadth of experience in Congress, our nation's military, and the executive branch, which has been detailed already here this morning. This experience will serve you well as you take the lead at one of our most critical diplomatic positions as ambassador to the United Nations. The UN is always a challenge and desperately needs reform, which we've been unable to accomplish so far. Your pragmatism and patriotism is sorely needed in New York because, as you know, there is a lot of anti-American sentiment at the UN. Anti-Semitism and anti-American sentiments are on the rise, as is the influence of China and Russia. You will be integral to U.S. efforts to stand up to the authoritarian and communist axes that seek to undermine the United States and our allies, and to ensure that our partners at the UN take burden sharing seriously. The United States has been the largest and most generous donor to the United Nations since it was created 80 years ago. Today, the United States still pays 22% of the UN's regular budget and 25% of the peacekeeping budget, even though we're one of 200 countries on the planet. America has been extremely generous, but taken for granted, obviously. The U.S. cannot continue to accept the current inequitable financial arrangements where America pays a disproportionate amount while others benefit from contributing to their fair share to peacekeeping operation, humanitarian aid, and good governance, and many times denigrate us. We must also eliminate the waste, fraud, and abuse that are endemic to the UN system, from inflated procurement contracts and duplicative programs to the misappropriation of humanitarian funds and employment of personnel-sanctioned regimes. It's important that we get back to doing what the UN was chartered to do, and it has what everybody knows as mission creep, and it happens every year. The time has come to demand radical transparency and genuine reform that ensures every American dollar serves its intended purpose of making America stronger, safer, and more prosperous, and to return to the UN to its core and founding mandate of maintaining international peace and security. Mr. Waltz, I trust that you will work with President Trump to right the many wrongs that exist today at the United Nations. Ms. Toretti, the U.S.-Swedish relationship has been built on years of strong diplomatic engagement and security cooperation. Sweden's entry into NATO, something I worked hard on getting done, brought its highly capable armed forces and defense industrial base into the alliance and has made us stronger and safer. Sweden has always recognized its responsibility for its own defense, and now it is deepening its commitment to our shared security by committing to NATO's new pledge to spend 5% of its GDP on defense. It is important that we help further deepen that integration into our alliance alongside with our partners in Europe. This is a critical time as China and Russia are making designs on the Arctic and contesting areas of shared U.S.-Swedish interest. And as you know, Sweden is on the front line of dangerous developments in the Baltic Sea, from the sabotage of critical infrastructure to the reckless behavior of Russia's shadow oil fleet and increasingly provocative Russian military activity. And they sail merrily along. I look forward to hearing how you will help Sweden defend against these threats and advance all aspects of our relationship. Mr. Arrigo, Portugal is an important ally of the United States, and there are many opportunities for us to deepen cooperation. Portugal has made commitments to increase spending in support of NATO's defense, and the U.S. must remain committed to ensuring it reaches their goal. The U.S. must also work with Portugal to address the critical risks it faces from heavy Chinese investment. China is working with our adversaries to undermine America and our allies, most recently by its open commitment to support Russia's war against Ukraine. European allies, like Portugal, must recognize the threats posed by China and address them accordingly. I hope you carry that message with you when you go to Portugal.